Welcome, traveller. This is the Wolf's Vale on the Fate Howray Audio Network.
Ansley woke to the sound of the world tearing open. A howl ripped through the night, raw and urgent, followed by the thunder of paws and the slam of a door somewhere close. She lurched upright, heart jackknifing. Another howl rolled over the pack grounds, answered, multiplied.
Up now.
Her spirit snapped. Not a tease, a command.
This is no dream.
Ansley was already moving. Boots, jacket, out. Cold air knifed her lungs as she hit the step, and the night exploded into motion around her. Wolves streaked into the forest in grey and black flashes, shifting mid-run as the alarm pulled them into their truest selves. Pups were bundled toward the safe house by a knot of elders and two harried teens, faces pale under the wash of porch lights. Somewhere else, glass shattered and a child cried, once, before being swallowed by an adult's arm and taken out of sight. Her spirit shoved at her ribs again, impatient.
You know what you are, be it.
She didn't hesitate. The shift took her in a clean, practiced rush, bones sliding, muscles coiling, the cool rush of fur over skin, and the ground met her as a wolf. The world snapped into sharper focus, sense knifed clear, earth torn by claws, blood already on the air, and sound layered itself into a map of the night. The fighting was already spilling deep into the forest. Ansley tore across the ground, paws kicking up leaves and dirt, and burst into a clearing where the moonlight hit. A massive cat, sleek, panther dark, landed with a snarl. Above, a hawk form sliced through the air, talons gleaming. Shifters, not rumor, not theory. Here, Ansley's spirit set its teeth.
There, Lyra.
She saw her then, Lyra back to a tree, fending off the panther's feint and ducking the hawk's dive. A younger wolf scrambled in front of her and was swatted aside by a brutal paw. Ansley didn't think. She arrowed forward and slammed her shoulder into the panther's ribs. The cat snarled, staggered, then spun, teeth scything where her throat had been. Ansley dropped, rolled, came up snapping. The hawk dove for her eyes. She leapt, snapping air, forcing its angle wide. Lyra shoved off the tree and clawed into the panther's foreleg. The cat hissed and slashed. Blood striped Lyra's side, but she lunged back in regardless. Ansley snapped once more at the hawk to keep it off Lyra, then lunged back into the fray. Another feline form slammed into her side and knocked her rolling through the leaves. She scrambled up, only to be clipped again by a heavy blow that left her ears ringing. By the time she steadied herself, Lyra had vanished into the crush of wolves and shifters, swallowed by the chaos of the forest. Ansley spun, searching, but the battle shoved her onward. She crashed through brush and into a darker stand of trees, and nearly plowed into a bear. It reared, a wall of night, and came down with a sound like a tree splitting. Its paw smashed the ground where she had been and sent dirt spitting into her face. She darted left, teeth scraping her shoulder, hot and wet. She snarled and drove for the tendons at the inside of its front paws. Her teeth met hair and hide, the taste of copper from someone else's life. The bear bellowed, an earthquake of a sound, and swept the world sideways with its other paw. She didn't see the hit so much as feel the ground leave her feet. The impact smashed the air from her chest. Before she could haul breath back in, a weight like falling stone pinned her to the earth. The bear's paw sat on her ribs, inexorable, and the night narrowed to a circle where her own eyes held the sky.
Breathe,
her spirit ordered, suddenly and terribly calm. Ansley tried to push herself free, but she didn't move, just caused more pain. The bear's weight pressed harder, harder, her vision starred. She clawed at the inside of its leg, and the paw pressed harder in answer, as if the bear meant to grind her into soil. Her body flailed, useless. A dull roaring rose in her ears, and in it she heard her own blood pumping.
Shift or you die.
her spirit said. No humor now.
Now.
Ansley's ribs shrieked. Her lungs clutched a handful of air and couldn't remember how to use it. The world grayed at the edges. She had a wolf's body built for survival, but against the crushing weight of the bear, it was not enough. She broke. Her body started to shift into something not bigger, but smaller. The change was a snap, a collapsing, a rethreading of bones through a narrower needle. The bear's weight slammed down into a suddenly missing wolf and hit earth instead. For a breath, Ansley was a fox, red and quick as a thought springing free. The bear's paw crashed into the ground where her chest had been, and its balance went with it. Ansley flashed out from under, fur brushing dirt, pain a white flare. She twisted mid-scramble, muscles remembering a newer pattern, and the fox unraveled back to Grey Wolf in a single terrified heartbeat. She ran. The bear swiped and missed, too slow, too surprised. She cut through the trees, every nerve screaming, ribs a bright hot band, breath a serrated saw in her chest. Across the churned forest floor she saw Lyra for a heartbeat, blood striping one flank, eyes wide as moons. Their gazes locked. Lyra's eyes flicked to where the fox had been. Rage and hurt burned into her face like fire in greenwood. Ansley's spirit made a sound like a hand over a mouth.
Go. Move.
Before she could, the battle swallowed her again. A hawk knifed low, a feline slammed into her hindquarters. She rolled, bit, kicked, felt her body fail and succeed in alternating waves until the world blurred back into motion. Lyra was gone in the roar. Among the trees, a set of eyes stayed still in the shadow. Declan, frozen for a heartbeat. He had seen the fox. He had seen her unravel and pull herself back into wolf. Fury lit his eyes, sharp with satisfaction that his suspicions were confirmed at last. But before he could act on it, the fight surged around him and dragged him back into the chaos, leaving the knowledge burning in his chest. The night tipped. Howls shifted from frantic to fierce, pulling the wolves into formation. The shifters broke. Retreat, not rout. The panther cut away, the hawk arrowed low toward the trees, the bear backed and loped into the black. The fight bled into aftermath. Panting bodies, the stench of iron, trees gashed with claw marks. Ansley stood quaking, blood in her mouth. Her spirit pressed tight against her ribs.
Run. Leave now. Do not go back.
Ansley's gaze swept until she found Lyra through the trees, bloodied but standing, tending to another wolf. Relief shook her.
She'll understand,
Ansley whispered inside herself.
She won't. She can't. She is her pack first. Run.
I have to talk to her,
Ansley said.
I can make her see.
You're lying to yourself.
Her spirit growled.
Walls don't turn to doors because you ask them to.
I'm not leaving.
Ansley breathed. Her chest ached. Her ribs screamed. But she turned toward Lyra anyway, each step heavy with choice. Her spirit's final whisper trailed her.
They will kill you.
Our tale comes to a pause here. This has been The Wolf's Veil on the Fate Array Audio Network. Until next time, go gently, traveller.